Okay, so in past videos covering Empire Avenue, we've looked at investments and some basics about Empire Avenue. In this case, I want to take a look at a new type of mission, new to some people, and that's called a gift mission. And as we come down here into the list of missions, we can see a mission that's got a little gift wrapped present or box here. We're going to click on that button, and that's going to filter all the missions that are simply gifts. Now, in Empire Avenue terms, when you take a gift mission, you don't have to do anything except for hit the complete button, and you will receive Eves, the currency of the realm in Empire Avenue, for free. Now, sometimes people do ask for a little favor that come with these gifts, but more and more that's becoming a little bit more rare. Now, there are some requirements that sometimes they set. So they might say you can only have this gift if you're a shareholder or if you have a certain number of shares, and it's kind of an additional way to receive something that feels like a dividend that the person providing it can control a little bit. If we scroll down here, let's take a look at this one. This one has a check requirements on it. If I view the details, it says that you must be a member of the EA Tree Loot community. There's various different groups on Empire Avenue. So if I want to receive this gift, I would have to consider whether or not I want to join this particular community. I can simply just click the join now, or I could go search out the group. I'm going to join it. Most of the groups in Empire Avenue, from my perspective, are fairly benign. And at worst, they're benign, and at best, they're another interesting way to potentially network and connect with people. So I've joined this particular group, and I'm going to swing back here, and I'm going to refresh my page, and I'm now eligible to take this mission. So I'm going to hit the like button. I'm going to say thanks, post it, and then I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to hit the complete mission button. That's going to open a page. Now, when you do a gift mission, you can pick a number of different destinations in terms of where the URL might take someone. In this case, it just took us to Guillaume's own portfolio page on Empire Avenue. I'll leave him a quick message here. And I'm going to hit post. Now, I'm going to do something else while I'm in here. Empire Avenue is a little bit about the networking, for some of us more than others. In this case, we have these quick links up here to several of Guillaume's social media accounts. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to check just to see if I am connected with him on Twitter or not. So I'm going to hop over here, and it takes us to this Cats Are Awesome Twitter page. Not exactly what I was expecting, but that's the page that he's got. Now, that's nice and all, but I'm not super interested in connecting with a Cats Are Awesome page, and it looks like this is a relatively new account. So I'm going to take a pass on this. But if I was interested in this, I could follow and maybe start to connect with him here. Maybe that's a bit of a joke. Maybe he doesn't necessarily care about Twitter or something like that, which is fine. I'm also going to maybe take a look at his Instagram account. He's got a relatively high score there, and maybe he does more interesting things on Instagram. Here, again, we have a Cats Are Awesome thing, and so maybe he's just one of these super cat-like people, or that's what he focuses on with social media. Now, with this is kind of a lot of things kind of along the lines of the I Can Has Cheeseburger genre of memes and things like that. And I've got a couple cats myself, so I'm going to go ahead and follow him on Instagram. I'm not so much interested in seeing cats on my Twitter feed, but on Instagram I don't mind seeing a funny picture every now and then, and who knows, maybe someday I'll have one to share with him. So I'm going to go ahead and follow him on Instagram. And that's just one example of ways that you can start to get to know people a little bit as you're going through Empire Avenue. In this case, I'm going to go back and take a look at some more gift missions. And that was one, by the way, where I didn't initially meet the requirements, although I later did. I'm going to go into this one. It's got something up here that says, Enjoy the Mission Mania. Now, this is just a simple gift mission. We can read the text in here. It says, nothing you have to do, however, to increase your EAV score. Like on this mission, provide a short comment, etc. Give some feedback. These are just tips that Elaine is offering us. Some of them play a little bit into our Empire Avenue score, which Empire Avenue itself is a social media site. So they have a score for how active you are in Empire Avenue as well. And there's a new thing. Empire Avenue is always doing they have a number of weekly different type of events, if you will. And one of the new ones is something called Mission Mania. And basically it simply means if you do a whole lot of missions, I think it's 50, maybe a day, maybe a week, I'm not certain, and you get a positive feedback score from the people that you did the missions for, then you can increase your dividend earnings, potentially even double it. And so I'm going to take this mission, say thanks. I'm going to get 5,000 Eves when I hit this button to complete the mission. I'm going to hit post, leave my thanks first, make sure I get that in there, and then hit the complete mission button. That takes me to Elaine's page. Again, like I did with Guillaume, I'm going to check and see if I'm connected with Elaine. So come in here, and I can see that Elaine seems to be a little bit into soccer, hence his Twitter handle. And I think I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I'm already following him here, so no need to follow again. I was already following him, so I've got that one covered. I am interested in YouTube myself, so I'm going to check and see if we're connected on YouTube. And in this case, I'm going to reach out and subscribe to his account. I want to see what he's up to on YouTube. And for me, I kind of use the subscribe button kind of like people use the follow button on Twitter. Eventually, if I decide that I do like the stuff that he's putting out or sharing or liking, I'll keep it. If not, I'll weed it out later. But this is just kind of my initial way to get to know someone as I network them through social media. So, taking this, I've hit the thank you button. And let's go back and take a look at one more gift mission, just to get a further sense about how this works. In this case, I'm going to come down here to this one. Iceburner is the username. We're going to click in. It says, thank you stockholders for making this work. August is the best month. And Michael Eisbrenner, I'm not following yet, so I'm going to hit follow. I already own 200 shares. And I'm going to hit the like button. Say thank you. And hit the complete mission button, and this takes me to his page. I'm following him here on Empire Avenue. I'm going to check and see if I'm following him on Twitter. It says about networking, and this is just kind of a way to break the ice a little bit. I'm not following Michael here, so I'm going to follow him on Twitter. Leave him a quick message. Great week. If I could type and talk at the same time, it'd be a miracle sometimes. Hit the tweet button. So I'm following him. I've reached out to talk a little bit. And I'll leave it at that. Just kind of the, hi, how are you doing, as if we were at a conference, good to meet you type of stuff. Eventually, who knows, we might have a little bit more of a conversation, get to know each other better, and maybe find some common areas of interest or business opportunities or who knows what. So there you have it. There is a gift mission and how it works.